Good evening, everyone. Let me ask you a question who comes to mind when you think of a true friend. Close your eyes for a moment and picture that person. Maybe it's someone who has celebrated your wins, stood by you in losses, or even just sat silently next to you when life felt unbearable. Whoever it is, hold on to that image. Now, why does this matter? Friendship, true friendship, isn't just about having someone to hang out with. It's about having someone who shifts your perspective, challenges you to grow, and inspires you to become something more than you are alone. True friendship fosters growth through connection and support in ways that are often immeasurable but profoundly impactful. It has a way of reshaping our lives from the inside out, guiding us through challenges, celebrating our successes, and helping us navigate the twists and turns of life. At its core, friendship is about understanding and being understood. It offers us the kind of emotional and psychological safety that allows us to step out of our comfort zones and into our full potential. When we connect deeply with another person, we create a bond that extends beyond words. It's not just about sharing a laugh or passing the time, it's about being seen and accepted for who we truly are. This kind of connection affirms our humanity and encourages us to dream bigger, aim higher, and act with more courage. A true friend is often the first to remind us of our worth, especially in moments when we forget it ourselves. That encouragement can be the spark we need to take the next step, even when fear or doubt is holding us back. Support in friendship is not just about the grand gestures, although those are meaningful too. It's about the consistent presence of someone who truly cares. When we face challenges, a friend's support often acts as a cushion, absorbing some of the pain and providing a sense of stability in the midst of turmoil. The power of a listening ear, a kind word, or simply being there is often underestimated, but can make all the difference when life feels overwhelming. Friendship reminds us that we don't have to carry the weight of the world alone. True friendship fosters personal growth by encouraging us to be better versions of ourselves. Friends have a way of reflecting back to us both our strengths and the areas where we can improve. This reflection isn't judgmental, but rather loving and constructive, helping us see aspects of ourselves we might otherwise ignore. For example, a friend might challenge us to pursue a career goal we've been hesitant about or gently point out when we're stuck in patterns that no longer serve us. Their belief in us can fuel our own confidence and push us to grow in ways we never thought possible. Connection with friends also serves as a foundation for emotional resilience. Life is filled with uncertainties and hardships, and the presence of a true friend acts as a reminder that we're not alone in our struggles. This sense of solidarity can give us the strength to endure tough times and find the courage to keep going. When someone stands beside us, cheering us on, or simply being present, it can shift our perspective and renew our hope. Their support is a beacon that lights the way when the path ahead feels dark and uncertain. True friendship also teaches us lessons about acceptance and unconditional support. When we let someone into our lives fully, we learn to embrace their flaws and imperfections, just as they embrace ours. This mutual acceptance allows us to shed the masks we often wear in public, revealing our authentic selves. In this space of authenticity, we find liberation and a sense of belonging. We realize that we don't need to pretend to be someone we're not in order to be valued and loved. This, in turn, frees us to grow into the people we're meant to be, unhindered by the fear of judgment or rejection. Friends also have a unique way of challenging us to step outside of our comfort zones. They see potential in us that we often overlook and encourage us to take risks that could lead to incredible rewards. Whether it's urging us to take a leap of faith in our careers, relationships, or personal endeavors, friends push us to dream bigger and reach higher. Their belief in us can be transformative, allowing us to break through self-imposed limitations and achieve things we never imagined possible. This kind of encouragement doesn't come from a place of obligation, but from genuine care and a desire to see us thrive. Supportive friendships also provide a sense of accountability, which can be a powerful driver for personal growth. When we share our goals and aspirations with a friend, we create a dynamic of mutual encouragement and responsibility. Knowing that someone else believes in us and is rooting for our success often inspires us to stay the course, even when things get challenging. Friends can remind us of our why when we're tempted to give up, and their support becomes a source of strength that fuels our perseverance. In the context of friendship, growth happens organically and collaboratively. It's not about one person pulling the other along, but about two individuals growing side by side, inspiring and motivating each other through the natural ebb and flow of life. Each person's unique qualities and experiences contribute to the dynamic, creating a relationship that is greater than the sum of its parts. True friendship is a partnership that fosters continuous learning, mutual inspiration, and shared joy. The growth fostered by true friendship doesn't just benefit the individuals involved, it extends outward to the world around them. When we feel supported and encouraged, we're more likely to extend the same kindness to others, creating a ripple effect of positivity and connection. This is why friendships are often described as life-changing. They have the power to transform not just our individual experiences, but also the way we show up in the world. Vulnerability in friendships leads to transformative personal development by allowing us to fully express ourselves and connect on a deeper, more meaningful level. When we choose to let our guard down and share our genuine thoughts and emotions with someone, we invite a level of trust and intimacy that fosters growth and understanding. This openness requires courage, as it often involves revealing our fears, insecurities, and imperfections. However, it is through this vulnerability that true connection is built and that personal transformation becomes possible. In a world that frequently rewards self-sufficiency and emotional restraint, vulnerability in friendship can feel counterintuitive. We are often taught to present only the strongest and most polished versions of ourselves, hiding anything that might be perceived as weakness. Yet these carefully curated facades can prevent us from forming the kinds of relationships that truly matter. Vulnerability challenges this mindset by reminding us that authenticity is not a liability but a strength. It is the bridge that allows others to understand us, empathize with us, and walk alongside us in our personal journeys. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable with a friend, we are saying, "This is who I truly am," without fear of judgment or rejection. This level of honesty creates a safe space where we can confront aspects of ourselves that we might otherwise ignore. It is often in the presence of a trusted friend that we gain the clarity and courage needed to address areas of our lives that require growth. Vulnerability invites dialogue, reflection, and feedback, all of which are essential for personal development. Friendships that embrace vulnerability often become spaces for emotional healing. Life inevitably brings its share of pain, disappointment, and loss, and the act of sharing these experiences with a friend can be profoundly therapeutic. When someone listens to us without judgment, it validates our feelings and reminds us that we are not alone. This shared experience of vulnerability fosters resilience, helping us to process our emotions and find strength in the face of adversity. The simple act of being heard and understood can reignite hope and provide the foundation for moving forward. Beyond emotional healing, vulnerability in friendship also promotes self-awareness. When we expose our inner thoughts and feelings to a friend, we allow them to reflect back what they see and feel in response. This external perspective can reveal patterns or truths that we might be too close to recognize on our own. A friend who truly listens and engages with our vulnerability offers insights that deepen our understanding of ourselves, helping us to identify our values, motivations, and areas for improvement. Vulnerability is not just about sharing hardships or struggles, it also includes expressing our aspirations, dreams, and even our fears of failure. When we confide in a friend about our ambitions, we not only make those goals more tangible, but also invite their encouragement and support. This openness creates accountability and provides a sense of partnership in our personal journey. Knowing that someone else believes in our potential often gives us the confidence to take risks and pursue opportunities that might have otherwise seemed too daunting. In friendships where vulnerability is reciprocated, a mutual bond of trust develops that strengthens the relationship and enriches both individuals. When both people feel safe to be their authentic selves, the friendship becomes a source of inspiration and empowerment. Each person learns from the other's experiences, challenges, and triumphs, creating a dynamic of shared growth. Vulnerability encourages us to step out of isolation and realize that we are not alone in our struggles, hopes, or fears. While vulnerability can feel risky, it also teaches us the value of courage and the importance of emotional investment. It requires us to overcome the fear of rejection or judgment and to place trust in someone else. This act of trust is a powerful statement of belief in the friendship, and it often strengthens the bond between individuals. Over time, the experience of being vulnerable and finding acceptance teaches us that we are worthy of love and connection, just as we are. This realization can be life-changing, transforming the way we view ourselves and our relationships with others. Embracing vulnerability in friendship also has a ripple effect on other areas of our lives. The lessons learned in these relationships, honesty, trust, empathy, become tools that we carry into our interactions with colleagues, family members, and even strangers. The courage to be vulnerable in one relationship often inspires us to be more authentic and open in all areas of life, fostering deeper and more meaningful connections with others. Through vulnerability, friendships become places of growth and transformation. They teach us to embrace imperfection, to face our fears, and to find strength in our authentic selves. By sharing our true selves with others, we unlock the potential for personal development and build the kinds of connections that truly enrich our lives. Good friends challenge us to step out of complacency, pushing us to grow, evolve, and become better versions of ourselves. This aspect of friendship is transformative because it disrupts the comfort zones we so often retreat into, reminding us that life's most meaningful experiences come from embracing change and taking risks. Good friends see us not only for who we are, but also for who we can become. They hold a vision of our potential that we may not yet see for ourselves, and they aren't afraid to lovingly but firmly push us toward it. Complacency can feel deceptively comfortable. It's the space where we stay in familiar patterns, even if those patterns are no longer serving us. It's choosing to stick with what we know rather than risking the uncertainty of something new. Good friends, however, don't let us settle for less than what we're capable of. They remind us that staying stagnant is not the same as staying safe, and that true safety comes from growth and adaptability. Whether it's encouraging us to pursue a long-held dream, leave a toxic situation, or simply try something different, they nudge us forward when we might otherwise stay stuck. Friends often challenge us by offering honest, constructive feedback. This honesty can sometimes be uncomfortable, but it's one of the most valuable gifts a good friend can give. They care too much to let us remain blind to behaviors or attitudes that hold us back. A good friend might tell us that we're undervaluing ourselves in our career, settling in a relationship, or avoiding a necessary but difficult conversation. These moments of truth can sting at first, but they often lead to breakthroughs that wouldn't have been possible without someone willing to speak up. The challenge of hearing and acting on this feedback is an essential part of personal growth. Another way good friends push us out of complacency is by inspiring us through their own actions. Seeing someone we care about take bold steps, overcome obstacles, or chase their passions can be a powerful motivator. Their courage and determination remind us that growth is possible, and their example can ignite a spark within us to pursue our own goals. This dynamic creates a positive feedback loop where friends inspire and uplift each other, continuously raising the bar for what's possible. It's not about competition, but about shared motivation to live authentically and fully. Good friends also provide the support we need to face the fears and uncertainties that come with leaving our comfort zones. While they challenge us to grow, they also stand beside us as we navigate the discomfort of change. This balance of encouragement and presence is what makes their challenges so effective. It's one thing to be pushed out of your comfort zone, but it's entirely different to be pushed with the assurance that someone has your back. This sense of support gives us the confidence to take risks we might otherwise avoid, knowing that even if we stumble, we won't be facing the fallout alone. Challenging a friend to grow doesn't always involve grand gestures or big moments. Often, it's in the subtle ways they push us daily that their impact is most profound. It could be as simple as suggesting we try a new hobby, offering to join us in a daunting endeavor, or gently encouraging us to think differently about a situation. These small acts accumulate over time, creating a ripple effect of positive change that shifts our perspective and helps us see opportunities we might have overlooked. Good friends also challenge us to confront our fears, often in ways that we might resist at first. They notice when we're holding ourselves back because of insecurity or self-doubt, and they find ways to help us face those fears. It might be through a direct conversation or by setting an example of courage that we feel inspired to follow. They might say, "I know this scares you, but I also know you can do it," and those words can be enough to push us into action. Facing our fears is rarely easy, but doing so with the encouragement of a friend makes it more manageable and less isolating. In friendships where mutual growth is a priority, the challenges friends pose to each other become an ongoing part of the relationship. These friendships are characterized by a willingness to be honest, a commitment to support each other's journeys, and a shared belief in each other's potential. It's not about one person always being the guide and the other always being the learner. Rather, it's a dynamic exchange where each person learns from the other's strengths, experiences, and insights. What makes these challenges so powerful is that they come from a place of love and care. When a friend pushes us out of complacency, it's not because they want to change us into someone else or impose their own vision of success. It's because they see the best in us and want us to see it too. This perspective changes the way we approach their challenges. Instead of feeling defensive or resistant, we can begin to see their encouragement as an act of belief in our ability to grow. Their challenge becomes a gift, one that propels us toward a better version of ourselves. Strong friendships ripple outward, positively impacting not only our own lives, but also the lives of those we interact with. The influence of true friendship goes far beyond the moments shared between two people. It creates a chain reaction of kindness, understanding, and connection that can touch countless others in ways we may never fully realize. This ripple effect begins with the foundation of trust, loyalty, and support inherent in meaningful friendships, which empower us to carry those qualities into the wider world. When we are nurtured by genuine relationships, we are more capable of nurturing others in turn. Friendships shape who we are at a fundamental level, influencing our behaviors, attitudes, and perceptions of the world. When we are surrounded by people who uplift us and encourage our growth, we develop a sense of confidence and well-being that extends into our interactions with others. A person who feels understood and valued in their friendships is more likely to show empathy and kindness in other areas of life. This is how the ripple effect begins, with each positive interaction in a friendship inspiring further positivity in the larger community. A powerful aspect of this ripple effect lies in how friends teach us to give and receive love unconditionally. When we experience friendship that is rooted in authenticity and mutual respect, we learn the importance of these qualities in all of our relationships. A friend who listens to us without judgment, forgives our mistakes, or stands by us during difficult times shows us how to do the same for others. These lessons in compassion and loyalty influence how we treat our families, coworkers, and even strangers. Over time, the values fostered in a single friendship radiate outward, enhancing the quality of all our connections. The ripple effect of friendship also manifests in how we respond to challenges. A strong support system can be a stabilizing force in times of uncertainty, helping us navigate difficult circumstances with resilience and grace. Friends remind us of our strength, lend us perspective, and sometimes even challenge us to rise above our limitations. This support not only helps us through our personal struggles, but also equips us to support others who may be facing similar challenges. When we've received the gift of friendship in moments of need, we are more inclined to offer that same support to those around us, perpetuating a culture of care and solidarity. Friendships also inspire us to become better versions of ourselves, and this personal growth can have a far-reaching impact. When a friend encourages us to take risks, pursue our dreams, or work on aspects of ourselves that need improvement, their belief in us can spark transformative change. These changes don't exist in a vacuum, they influence how we engage with the world. A person who has grown in confidence thanks to a friend's encouragement might, in turn, inspire others to chase their goals. A person who learns patience and understanding from a friend might pass those traits along to their children, colleagues, or community. Every positive trait cultivated in the context of friendship has the potential to inspire similar growth in others. The emotional nourishment provided by friendship also boosts our ability to be there for others. A person who feels seen and supported in their relationships is more likely to extend that support to others, creating a cascade of positive energy that can ripple far beyond the original connection. For instance, a teacher who feels grounded and encouraged by a close friend might bring that sense of optimism and care into their classroom, impacting dozens of students. A manager who is supported by their friendships might become a more empathetic and understanding leader, creating a healthier and more inclusive work environment for their team. Even small acts of kindness within a friendship contribute to the ripple effect. A thoughtful gesture, a shared laugh, or a moment of encouragement between friends can brighten someone's day and influence how they interact with others. These seemingly minor exchanges often have a greater impact than we realize, inspiring those who witness or experience them to spread similar positivity in their own lives. Kindness and care are contagious, and friendships act as powerful catalysts for this spread, creating a network of compassion that touches countless lives. Friendships also play a role in shaping communities and cultures. When individuals within a community have strong, supportive relationships, the collective well-being of the group improves. Friendships foster a sense of belonging and connectedness that strengthens social bonds and encourages collaborative efforts. This is particularly evident in how groups of friends often come together to support causes, solve problems, or simply uplift one another. Their shared values and actions amplify the positive impact they have, creating a ripple that extends throughout the community and beyond. The influence of strong friendships reaches far beyond the individuals involved. They transform not only how we see ourselves, but also how we interact with the world. The love, trust, and encouragement cultivated in these relationships create a foundation of positivity that spreads into our broader communities. Friendships remind us of the power of human connection and inspire us to carry the lessons we've learned into every interaction, ensuring their impact continues to grow. The ripple effect of friendship is a quiet but powerful force that has the potential to transform the world, one connection at a time. Friendships require effort, commitment, and reciprocity to truly thrive and become meaningful. While it's easy to think of friendships as natural and effortless, the reality is that all great relationships are built and maintained through intentional actions and mutual investment. A genuine friendship isn't simply about enjoying each other's company during the good times. It's about choosing to show up, stay present, and contribute to the relationship even when it's inconvenient, difficult, or uncertain. This shared effort and commitment create the foundation on which deeper connections are built. Effort in a friendship manifests in many ways, from small gestures of thoughtfulness to the consistent act of showing up over time. It could mean taking the time to check in on a friend when they've had a rough day or remembering important moments in their life that deserve celebration. It could also be about listening when they need to talk, even if you don't have the perfect solution to their problems. These actions, though simple, send the powerful message that the friendship matters and that the other person is valued. Over time, the cumulative effect of these efforts strengthens the bond, building trust and reliability that can weather life's ups and downs. Commitment in friendship involves choosing to stay connected even when challenges arise. Disagreements, misunderstandings, and periods of distance are inevitable in any relationship, but true friends are willing to work through these moments rather than walking away. They understand that friendships, like all meaningful connections, require resilience and a willingness to repair what might be temporarily broken. This doesn't mean sacrificing personal boundaries or tolerating unhealthy dynamics, but it does mean prioritizing the relationship and working toward resolution when conflicts occur. Commitment shows itself in forgiveness, patience, and the ability to have honest conversations even when they're uncomfortable. Reciprocity is another crucial element of strong friendships. It ensures that the relationship remains balanced and that both individuals feel valued and supported. Reciprocity isn't about keeping score or ensuring everything is perfectly equal. It's about creating an environment where both people contribute to and benefit from the connection. When one person invests more consistently than the other, the friendship can become one-sided, leaving one party feeling drained and the other unintentionally taking the relationship for granted. True reciprocity involves mutual effort, where both individuals give and receive in ways that feel natural and fair, ensuring that the friendship remains healthy and fulfilling. This effort, commitment, and reciprocity often reveal themselves most clearly during difficult times. When life presents challenges, true friends are the ones who show up and offer their support without being asked. This might mean sitting with someone through their pain, providing a shoulder to lean on, or simply being available in ways that matter. These moments of selfless giving highlight the depth of a relationship and reinforce its importance. They also set the stage for the future, creating a dynamic where support flows both ways as needed, fostering a sense of security and mutual reliance. Friendships also require effort when life is going well. It's easy to take relationships for granted when everything feels stable and comfortable, but it's during these times that intentionality matters most. Reaching out, making plans, and prioritizing time together are all ways of maintaining the connection and ensuring that it doesn't fade with the busyness of life. Friendships that endure are built on a foundation of consistent, ongoing effort, where both parties take responsibility for nurturing the relationship, even when life's distractions threaten to pull them apart. The importance of effort, commitment, and reciprocity in friendship isn't limited to individual relationships. It also sets a precedent for how we approach connections in general. When we prioritize these qualities in our friendships, we model behavior that inspires others to do the same. This can create a ripple effect where the culture of effort and mutual investment spreads throughout our broader social networks, strengthening communities and enhancing the overall quality of relationships. It reminds us that the strongest bonds are not the result of chance but of intentional, collaborative effort over time. Friendships also teach us the value of give and take in a way that enriches our personal growth. By investing in others, we learn the importance of compassion, empathy, and selflessness. At the same time, being on the receiving end of a friend's effort reminds us that we are worthy of love and support, which can be profoundly healing. This dynamic of giving and receiving fosters a sense of interdependence, reminding us that it's okay to need others and that true strength lies in connection, not isolation. When we commit to putting effort into our friendships, we also learn valuable lessons about boundaries and communication. Healthy relationships require not only giving generously but also understanding our own needs and limitations. By being honest about what we can offer and what we require in return, we create a foundation of trust and respect. This clarity prevents misunderstandings and ensures that both individuals feel seen and valued, further deepening the connection. Effort, commitment, and reciprocity remind us that friendships are active, dynamic connections that require ongoing care and attention. They thrive on the shared understanding that the relationship is worth investing in, and this understanding creates a bond that can withstand the tests of time, distance, and change. Friendship serves as a mirror, reflecting back not only who we are but also who we have the potential to become. The relationships we form with others have the profound ability to shape our identity, values, and aspirations in ways we may not always recognize. Our friends offer us a perspective on ourselves that we can't see on our own, holding up a mirror that reflects both our strengths and weaknesses. Through their actions, words, and presence, they influence our self-awareness, personal growth, and understanding of our place in the world. When a friend believes in us, they give us the courage to believe in ourselves. This belief is often more than just words of encouragement. It is rooted in how they treat us, how they support us, and how they challenge us to grow. A friend's confidence in our abilities can become a powerful catalyst, pushing us to take risks we might have otherwise avoided. Whether it's pursuing a career goal, tackling a personal challenge, or stepping into an unfamiliar opportunity, their faith in our potential can help us rise above self-doubt. This mirror of belief reflects back a version of ourselves that is braver, stronger, and more capable than we might have thought possible. Friendships also mirror our values by reinforcing or challenging the principles we live by. The people we spend time with naturally influence our thoughts and priorities, helping to shape our perspectives. When we surround ourselves with friends who share similar values, they amplify those beliefs and encourage us to live in alignment with them. On the other hand, friends with different perspectives challenge us to question and refine our own values, broadening our understanding of the world. This dynamic interplay ensures that we grow not only as individuals but also as members of a diverse and interconnected community. Through the mirror of friendship, we also see our flaws more clearly. A good friend doesn't just tell us what we want to hear, they have the courage to hold us accountable. They point out habits, behaviors, or attitudes that might be holding us back. Not to judge, but to help us grow. These moments of honest reflection can be difficult to hear, but they are among the most valuable gifts a friend can offer. This type of mirror forces us to confront parts of ourselves we might prefer to ignore, pushing us toward self-improvement and deeper self-awareness. At the same time, friendship mirrors our successes and strengths, helping us recognize our accomplishments and the qualities that make us unique. In the busyness of life, it's easy to overlook our own achievements or dismiss them as unimportant. Friends, however, celebrate these moments with us and remind us of our worth. Their pride and joy in our successes reflect back the strength, talent, and determination that might otherwise go unnoticed. This kind of affirmation is not just flattering, it's grounding. It reminds us of the progress we've made and inspires us to continue striving toward our goals. Friendships also hold a mirror to our emotional world, revealing the ways in which we handle connection, conflict, and vulnerability. Our interactions with friends often bring to the surface patterns of behavior and communication that can teach us more about ourselves. For example, if a friend observes that we struggle to accept help or find it hard to share our feelings, it can encourage us to explore why. Similarly, their reactions to our actions and words provide insight into how we affect others, giving us an opportunity to grow into more empathetic, compassionate individuals. The mirroring effect of friendship doesn't stop with who we are, it extends to who we have the potential to become. Friends often see possibilities in us that we cannot yet see ourselves. They recognize talents, dreams, and opportunities that we might dismiss or undervalue, and they reflect those back to us through their encouragement and belief. This visionary role can lead to transformative change, helping us imagine and pursue a version of our lives that is more aligned with our highest potential. A good friend's ability to hold up this mirror of possibility is one of the greatest influences they can have on our lives. The reflection provided by friends often goes beyond the individual and speaks to our shared humanity. Friendships remind us of the universal need for connection, love, and understanding. By engaging in relationships that foster trust and care, we learn about the commonalities that bind us all. These lessons help us navigate other relationships, encouraging greater empathy and compassion in how we treat people beyond our immediate circle of friends. In this way, the mirror of friendship helps us understand not only who we are, but also how we fit into the larger tapestry of human experience. Ultimately, friendship challenges us to continually examine ourselves and our lives. It holds up a mirror that shows us our best qualities, our areas for growth, and the immense potential that lies within. By reflecting back both our present selves and the selves we aspire to become, friendship acts as both an anchor and a guiding light, grounding us in our current reality while inspiring us to reach for something greater. The influence of this dynamic goes far beyond the confines of a single relationship, shaping the way we approach life and all the connections we build along the way. But here's the catch: friendship requires effort. It's not a one-way street. It's not something that just happens, it's something you nurture. It's about being there for the messy parts, not just the celebrations. It's about checking in, even when you're busy. And it's about showing the same vulnerability and honesty you hope to receive. So, I'll leave you with this thought: if you truly want to change your life, start with your friendships. Cultivate them. Invest in them. Give without expecting anything in return. Because when you look back at the end of your life, it won't be the milestones, the accolades, or the material achievements that stand out. It'll be the moments of connection, the times you laughed until you couldn't breathe, the nights a friend stayed up just to remind you that you're not alone. Friendship is not a part of life. It's what gives life meaning. Thank you.